Computer peripherals. Computer peripherals expand a computer's capabilities. Peripherals allow a computer to perform more functions than would be possible without the peripherals. A few examples of peripherals are monitors, a computer mouse, keyboards, printers, headphones, microphones, cameras, external hard drives, including removable or flash drives. Peripherals allow the user to interact with the computer. We will focus on 4 categories of peripherals: input devices, output devices, storage, and internal. A monitor provides a visual display of the information processed by the computer. Monitors are output devices. They provide a visual interaction for the user with the computer via the screen. Some monitors are separate from the CPU, while others are combined with the CPU. Monitors may be hardwired to other peripherals or connected wirelessly. There are many ways to enter data into a computer. The 2 most common ways are using a mouse and keyboard. A keyboard provides data to the computer, turning keystrokes into characters on the monitor. A user can give commands to the computer via the keyboard. Keyboards may be hardwired to the computer, usually using a USB cord, or wirelessly connected using Bluetooth. Keyboards are input devices. Keyboards vary, but the following highlight the standard components: function keys, cursor, control, and arrow keys, alphanumeric keys, and a numerical keypad. Circled here are the function keys. Function keys are usually located on the top row of a keyboard. Function keys are typically denoted with the letter F, followed by numbers 1 through 12. They provide quick access to common functions. For example, on most keyboards, F1 will open a help screen. Here we have the alphanumeric keys. Alphanumeric keys contain letters, numbers, and symbols. The bottom row of the keyboard contains control keys that perform various functions that are sometimes known as keyboard shortcuts. For example, pressing Ctrl and C simultaneously will copy data. Here are the cursor control or arrow keys. Cursor control or arrow keys will move the cursor around the screen. These keys will function similar to a mouse. However, with these keys, the cursor will only move in a rectangular fashion: up, down, left, and right. Here is the numerical keypad, which is not on all keyboards, but it is standard on larger keyboards. The numerical keypad will be activated when the numlock key is pressed. Some keyboards will have an indicator light. If the numlock key is not pressed, then secondary features will be activated. These features typically are related to cursor movement. When numlock is activated, the keypad will mimic a calculator. This is useful when using a calculator program or website. Use slash for division, asterisk for multiplication, the minus sign for subtraction, the plus sign for addition, and the enter key for equals. You will also be able to enter digits 0 through 9. When numlock is not activated, usually the indicator light will be off and the secondary features will be accessible. These usually are related to cursor movement. Numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8 will move a cursor in the direction indicated by the arrow. Numbers 3 and 9 page up and down an open document. Numbers 1 and 7 will move to the beginning or end of an open document. The 0 and decimal will insert or delete characters. Some keyboards may have navigation keys, which will control an open document. Some keyboards may have indicator lights to let the user know which modes are activated. Numlock indicates the activation of the numerical keypad. Caps lock indicates that all letters will be capitalized. If scroll lock is available, this will lock a page to prevent accidentally jumping from one page to the next. A mouse is an input device designed to interact with the computer. A mouse can select and control information on the screen of the monitor. Like keyboards, a mouse can be hardwired, usually with a USB cord, but they are also available with Bluetooth and wireless capabilities. Different manufacturers will have variations. The three-function mouse is commonly used with a personal computer or laptop. It has a left button, a right button, and a wheel. The left button offers the normal click option. It opens files, links, and screen items, and you can use it to click and drag. The right button has hidden options, special menus, shortcuts, and the open with option. The wheel will scroll a page up and down. A printer is an output peripheral device. It is an external device. Printers can be hardwired, usually with a USB cord, but are also capable of connecting wirelessly using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. We will discuss 5 types of printers: 3D, all-in-one, also known as multifunction printers, dot matrix, inkjet, and laser. 3D printers create three-dimensional objects by layering materials. Materials can include but are not limited to plastics, metals, polymers, and even edible foodstuffs. 3D printers are used in many industries like engineering, medical and dental, and archaeology. For example, dentures may be produced using a 3D printer. All-in-one or multifunction printers combine many functions into only one output device that can serve as a printer, a fax machine, and/or scanner. All-in-one printers occupy less space than separate machines to get the same functionality. Another benefit is that if the device is hardwired, only one wire is required. Images are formed by dot matrix printers using hundreds or thousands of dots. The more dots per square centimeter, the better the quality of the image. A print head will shoot ink or strike a ribbon to create dots. The advantages include they can print multiple forms or carbon copies, there's a low print cost, and they can print continuous forms. The disadvantages are low print quality, they're noisy, and they print slowly. Inkjet printers work by spraying streams of quick-drying ink on paper. The ink is stored in cartridges that can be purchased easily. These printers are popular for home computers. The advantages include they're less expensive than laser printers, no warm-up time is required, and they're easy to maintain. Disadvantages include slower print speed compared to laser printers, the prints are susceptible to water damage, and print cartridges are small and only hold a small amount of ink. Laser printers create images on a rolling drum using positive and negative charges. A powder called toner is transferred to the rolling drum and then onto the paper. It is then melted onto the paper using heat. The advantages are that it is a fast printing speed and they have better quality and long-lasting prints. Disadvantages are that it's more expensive and toner is harmful to humans and the environment. Headphones are output devices that produce sound for the user. Microphones are input devices that record sound that is then stored and manipulated on a computer. Cameras are input devices that store images to be manipulated on a computer. Here is a summary of all of the devices and components we've discussed in this presentation.